Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, and thanks for joining us on this fine Thursday afternoon. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter, David Aldridge, on the sideline. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Shoots. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Nailed from three-point land. The visitors with the ball. Cannon looking over the floor. Buries the long-range jumper.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
First team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for three. Ford.
Good on the second free throw. And he makes all three. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Horde. He drains the quick shot. Horde's got 5 now. To the middle. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. That one misses. It's intercepted. There's Cannon with the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 6 points for him.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Horde. He has 5. Offensive rebound. Jokic bangs home the trifecta.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
The three ball. Gabriel with the rebound. Here's Horde. Pulls up. That shot off the mark.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Misses the chippy right there.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
One-on-one fast break. A steal. The shot. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Three-pointer. Drills Fires the three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Over to the wing. 51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Beyond the arc. Jokic from outside off the mark. Wing shot on the way, and it's good for 2.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Pick off in midair. Fires the three. Drills it from outside.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Horde. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Horde's got 8 points.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Leading by a point. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Yeah, turning defense into offense, getting out in the open floor. This is exactly what they wanted.
Here's Nedovic. Here's Mitrovic. Here's the three. Good on the three-point shot. Nedovic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. For the 3. Lloyd can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Kalinic. Pass to Nedovic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 ball. They get the rebound to the paint. Dos Santos. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Lloyd. Puts up a deep 3. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Here's Nedovic. Here's Mitrovic. No scoring in this one. Three-pointer. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Takes a 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Here's Lloyd. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Lloyd's gone 1 of 5 from three-point territory. Bone Boy's shot is off. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Off target from outside.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Fires the three. It's good from long range. He has 6.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Launches a 3. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. And here's the fast break. There's a good screen. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Ballin' Boys got 5 points in the quarter. Looking to end the run, and that one is hammered home.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Inside, picked them clean. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Lloyd sinks the three-pointer. Lloyd's got 6.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Out to the right wing. Dos Santos misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
That misses, had a chance to tie it there.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Leading by just 2. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And a great time to check out the power rankings. See how the teams are stacking up across the league. They've hit a little bit of a skid here, playing right around the league average now.
When you look at this visiting team, they've experimented with a lot of options this season, but at some point you are what you are. And that's a pretty good basketball team moving forward.
Drops in the tray. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Stolen. They set the pick. Jokic connects from three-point range. He's got 12.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. This one for 3. Does not get it. Third miss. He's made 4 from the field. Randolph passes to Hoard. From outside the arc, it's not going to go for him. From past the arc, that's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting. There's the screen. Jacks up a 3. Here's Gabriel. Second chance shot. It's blocked. And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession. Here's Hoard. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Cannon. 6 points for him. The three. He can't get that one.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Lets it go from deep. Buries it from three-point range. Gabriel's got 6.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
First team foul.
Gabriel's gone a perfect 2 of 2 from the arc. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. They set the pick.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Misses the wing chair. Pass to Randolph. Fires for 3. Drills it from outside. Randolph's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. For 3. It doesn't go for him. Randolph's gone just 1 of 4 from deep. Goes up on the wing. That one, no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Here we go, one-on-one. Pass to Cannon. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Shoots the 3. That one's not going to go. It's a 7-point spread, and they're on the break. Here's Horde. He's got 8 from the arc. They get it back. Pass to Randolph. Just 5 to shoot. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
To end the cold streak, the shot misses. They could stretch the lead to double digits.
I mean, which would obviously put them in a very comfortable position.
Jokic. 24 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Gabriel. Here's Horde.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
Substitution on the court.
There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Shoots it. And he gets the jumper to drop. There's 10 seconds left in the third. Here's Lloyd. It's good from long range. Lloyd's got 9.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Up 10. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Over to the left wing. Dos Santos, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. Yeah, that fadeaway gave him more than enough space to get that shot up. Pass to Nedovic.
Lets it go from the wing. From deep. The shot that time, not on target.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
First team foul.
Here's Lloyd. Fades. The shot off that time.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Three-pointer. Here's Mitrovic. Dos Santos. Boy kicks to Nedovic. A three-pointer is right on target. Nedovic has gotten 2 of his 5 attempts from deep to go. Pass to Lloyd. Six on the shot clock. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul, second.
That free throw missing. And the NBA coach has made sure franchises can't sell their future via draft picks in a trade. What do you think of that?
I think it was probably a good idea because, you know, all of us, coaches, maybe even more than GMs, but organizations get to a point that you want to win so badly in the present that you're willing to just sacrifice the future, and that can lead to some very bad teams down the road, and the NBA doesn't want that.
And we've seen that. You're right. A lot of examples. Let's go. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Dos Santos. The offensive rebound. Mitrovic takes it off the glass.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Lets the three fly. That shot no good. Pass to Boy. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Lloyd. Lloyd's got 4 rebounds in this game. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth. Lets it go with the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
To the middle. Launches it. And Nedovic pulls it down. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Dos Santos nailed from three-point land. Here's Lloyd. Fades back. The shot, no good. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I'm
Sunday on 2K Sports. Thanks for spending Sunday evening with us. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Luau Cabarro in at the shooting guard. There's Howard with the three. Sinks the tray.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Ward. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Drops in the three.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Here's Randolph. Offensive rebound. And he throws it down with one hand.
He turns the offensive board into a big slam.
Wow, he was so well positioned there. Credit his anticipation. Here's Luau Cabarro. Three-pointer off the mark. Takes the three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
Here's Manecki. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Here's Ward. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. There's Howard with the three. Sinks it from distance. Howard's got 6.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Ward passes to Gabriel. The three hits the trifecta.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
There's a screen from outside the arc. And the three-pointer goes. He has 6.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Pass to Horde. Rebound by Hall. Horde's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. 17-foot shot on the way. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. And here they come. Here's Randolph. Buries it from 3. Randolph's gone 2 for 3 from the field. Here's Luau Cabarro. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup.
Oh, he earned some serious style points on that layup.
Here's Ward. On target from range. Ward's got his second bucket of the night.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
It's stolen. Here's Luau Cabarro. Off target from outside. To the right side. Jokubaitis. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Manecki can't hit. 3 on 3. Pass to Gabriel. The 3 is up. Manecki with a rebound. The 3 is up. Connects from downtown. There's 49 seconds left in the first. Here's Ward. That one's wide left. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
They get it back. Manecki. And he dunks it down.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
First team foul.
27 seconds left to play in the first. And that one drops for him.
Boy, they don't waste any time on that inbound play. Very little the defense can do to react to that one.
Puts it up. The open J off the mark.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Here's Horde. No good from outside. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Up by 3. And quarter number 2 will get. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Howard's gone 3 for 5 shooting from the floor. And it's Manecki in at the 4-man spot. Horde no good. Horde's gone 2 for 7 from the field. There's Howard with the 3. Doesn't go that time. Shot is up. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Gabriel's got 5 now.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Pass to Manecki. Back to Howard. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Chop. Picked it out of midair. And there's a pick from the arc. Here's Lloyd. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Lloyd's got his first bucket in this one.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Home team foul.
Here's Baldwin.
Number 45. First personal foul. Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team.
Here's Baldwin.
Number 6. Pavel. Number 6.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Launches the 3. Drains the triple.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
They set a pick. Fires from deep. He drops it from range.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Great open look there. He's got 6.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Lloyd. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Baldwin. From outside, off the mark.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Taken away. Here's the break. Hey, expanding his range. That one no good. Here's Lloyd. Beyond the arc. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. Lloyd's gone 1 for 3 on the night. They set the screen. Here's Baldwin. And the 3 off target. A minute 53 left to play in the first half of basketball. Can't drop the tough 3-pointer. He shoots a 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Here's Lloyd. fader on the way. And no good.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Here's the pick. Pass to Jop. Here's Baldwin. Lets it fly. Gets an open look and hits it. Baldwin's got his first basket of the night.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Here's Lloyd. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the three in transition.
Here's Baldwin. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Baldwin's gone 2 of 4 shooting. Three-pointer. Lloyd can't get it to go. In transition. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
No good. And that concludes the first half. Up by 10. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shot, please.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody.
They're moving well on offense. Great teamwork. Maybe not as strong as our teamwork, but whose is?
How about your old Lakers team? Now let's take a moment here. Thanks for tuning in.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. There's Howard with the three. Randolph grabs the miss. Randolph's got 4 rebounds in the game. And it's Howard in at the point. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut it to a lead.
Boy, a slam like that, he's sure to give him a spark.
Away team foul. First personal foul.
And it's Luau Cabarro in at the 2. Pass to Horde. Fires for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Horde got 9.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 12.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And it's Howard in at the point guard position.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Here's Randolph. No good with the triple. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Manecki gets the bucket. So it's the home team now. They trail by 11, and it's Manecki in at the 4. Here's Horde. He buries it from 3.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
And it's Luau Cabarro in at the 2 spot. Pass to Gabriel. Here's Randolph. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J. Randolph's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Back to Howard. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Gabriel.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
And it's Luau Cabarro in at the 2 guard. Pass to Gabriel. There's a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Horde. Fires in the triple. Horde's got 9 points here in the second half.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
Howard, pass to Luau Cabarro. Takes a 3. He's off on that one.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
And it's Hall in at the 5. There's Howard with the 3. The shot that time not on target. Close game here in Philadelphia. Horde passes to Gabriel. No good on the triple. Pass to Luau Cabarro. 1:07 left in the 3rd quarter. Good work there as it goes. Luau Cabarro's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
And that one's good. Horde.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Here's Gabriel. 5 points in the game. Jokubaitis. No good. That would have tied it. Pass to Luau Cabarro. We've got 33 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, and the layup falls. Luau Cabarro's got 6 points.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Here's Horde. And a miss there on the triple. Hits a 3-pointer. 17 points in the game.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And as we end the 3rd quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Leading by 8. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Here's Baldwin. Hey, from beyond the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Pass to Horde. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Jop.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
A few possessions into the 4th. Just over a minute played. Here's Baldwin. Off target with the 3. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
They set the pick. Jokubaitis. That three's off the mark. Shot on the wing. Randolph grabs the miss. Tries it from the top of the key. He can't get that one to fall.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
To the wing on the left. Pure from three-point range.
Have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Pulls it. Baldwin's shot is off.
He forced that one. Not a productive trip up the floor.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Baldwin's gone just 2 of 7 from the floor here. Down low. Here's Gabriel. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Second personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws. The visitors with the ball. Randolph passes to Horde. Launches it. Unable to get that one.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
They set the pick. The three. The rebound by Horde. Baldwin's gotten only 2 of his 8 attempts from the floor. From behind the arc. Knocks it down from distance.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. And they're on the run. For 3. It's rebounded by Chop. Chop's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Knocks down the triple.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
Takes the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Horde's got 18 points now here in the second half. Here's Baldwin. No good from the wing.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Horde no good. Here's Baldwin. Ball stolen.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. Misses the wing 3.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Randolph misses. There's a screen from deep three-point range. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They played the villain tonight.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Howard, and it's Luwawu in at the shooting guard. Outside Howard. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. It's tipped. And the three ball is good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
They set the pick to the wing right side. Sedikurski's, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Cannon. Gets an open look and hits. Now here's Howard. Here's Luwawu. Pass to Hall. There's the three. And Luwawu gets it to go.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Six to shoot. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Goes up on the wing. That shot, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take. You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Outside Howard. Hands it from downtown.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
They push it up 4 on 3, and he lobs it up toward the rim. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
1:51 left in the first. Pull-up jumper. Here's Luwawu. From downtown. And no good. There's Cannon with the 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Cannon's got 8 points.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
It's up a 3. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
There's a good screen. Off target from three-point range. Howard wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball. Howard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Out left to the wing. Rebounded by Hall.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
Here's Luwawu. Buries the long-range jumper. Luwawu's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Off target on the 15-footer.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
And the pass goes out of bounds, and they'll turn it over.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
They need this. He's off on that one. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Up 9. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
There's the pick. Nedovic gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Right wing takes the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Nedovic has got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the 3-point shot for some extra offense.
Pass to Baldwin. The tray. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. There's a screen. And he starts out with the miss in this one. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Here's Teodosic. Scoreless thus far. There's the triple. Hits the 3-point bomb. So it's the visitors now. Baldwin looking for the opening. To the inside. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
And the free throw, no good. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Sinks the triple.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
The three. Teodosic grabs the miss. Fast break, here they come. Here's Nedovic. And a great assist by Teodosic as that one goes in. Nedovic has got 9 points.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
Here's Baldwin. The long distance three is buried.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, it's a close game here in L.A. Offline with his three.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
Teodosic, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Launches it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Baldwin's got 8 points here in this quarter.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Nedovic, the pass to Bollenboy. Three-pointer. Nedovic misses. From downtown. And Nedovic pulls it down.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
It's stolen. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Teodosic. From past the arc. They get it back. Here's Mitrovic. 6 on the shot clock. Nedovic can't nail the jump.
I think the defender really affected that shot.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. To end the drought. And that one is off. Down low. A solo fast break. A finish. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Up by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Taking a look at the visitors, you can already see they have the makings of a good team, but they also have things to iron out.
Splitting the first 2 games.
They better be grateful for their bench. The reserves are showing up in a big way.
The others you always talk about, big fella. Taking some pressure off the starter. And that's a halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Outside Howard drills the three-pointer. Howard's got 9.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Howard is out there with Luwawu, and it's Hall in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Back to Cannon. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Hall. Here's Luwawu. Here's Monecki. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Luwawu is out there with Howard. And it's Hall in at the 5, roaming the paint. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Now here's Howard. Defense is right there. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Howard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
To the right side. Here's Cannon. Nice shot from the wing. 10 points for him.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Sedikurski's lays it up off the glass.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half. Coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
Here's the screen. Fires it up. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Now Howard. 11 points in the game. Sedikurski's. And it's off from three-point range. A 3. The rebound by Luwawu. Sedikurski's sinks the three-pointer.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
There's Cannon with the 3. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Howard can't hit.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Setting up the half-court offense now.
They've got to find a way, not enough ball movement or body movement when they get in the half court.
Trains the three-pointer.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
They set the screen for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Howard's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Got that one up quick.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Luwawu. He's got 9. There's the 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Luwawu's got 12 in the game.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Howard can't hit.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
The 3 ball. The shot, no good. There's 42 seconds left here in the third quarter. There's the triple. Here's Hall. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
He's guarded by Howard. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Out to the wing. Will it go? Good on the three-point shot. 5 points in the game.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Sedikurski's. With 2 seconds left. That shot off. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. They're up by 10. And we're just moments away. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
They've got Luwawu. He's out there with Howard. And it's Monecki in at the 4 slot. Here's Teodosic. Traps in the tray. Teodosic has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land. Here's Luwawu. Pass to Howard. The tray. Good on the triple. Howard's got 11 in the second half.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Whoa, the solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Here's Nedovic. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. No good from Howard. Jacks up a 3. Boy kicks to Teodosic. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they're trailing in this ball game.
Sedekursky's. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
3. And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Here's Teodosic. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Teodosic has got 6 here in this quarter. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Sedekursky's rebounded by Boy. Boy's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Nedovic rebounded by Monecki. Monecki's got 6 rebounds in the game. Sedekursky's off target with his 3. And here's the fast break. Kalinic. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
2 minutes remaining.
Sedekursky's. And Nedovic pulls it down. 1:53 left in the game. To the paint. Here's Boy. Here's Nedovic. Shot clock at 6. Kalinic. And he nails that one right through the net.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
It's one thing to get close, but do they have enough left in the tank to take a lead? See.
And Luwawu gets it to go.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Fires from way outside. He can't get that one to fall.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
From deep three-point land. And Nedovic pulls it down. Here's Boy. Oh, good with the triple. Boy's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Hall. There's the pick. Here's Luwawu. That one's not going to go. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Puts up a deep 3. Pass to Nedovic. And here's the fast break. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Howard misses. Here's Nedovic. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead.
Out there and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hello everyone, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to Horde. Let's go with a three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Randolph. Offline with a three. Wide open. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
And we're about a minute into the first. Here's Horde. Counted from distance. Horde's got 6.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. From deep. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. Fires the three. They get it again. Arms length from the hoop. He knocks it down.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from him.
From downtown. It's stolen. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Pass to Gabriel. This one for 3. The shot, no good. Here's the 3. Fires in the triple. 6 points for him.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Here's Horde. He buries it from 3.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Over to the wing. The 3-ball. That one misses. He's 1 for 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Randolph passes to Horde. Lets the 3 fly. 4-3. First shot won't go. 1:57 left in the first quarter of the game. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Here's Horde. Jokic. Here's Gabriel. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
It's good. There's 1:17 left in the first. Here's Horde. Knocks it down from distance. Horde's got 12 points in the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him at all times, or he will bury you.
There's the three. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
There's the triple. No good with the tip. And here's the fast break. Three-pointer. Hits the three-pointer. He's got 6.
Yeah, their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Jokic tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Three-pointer. Randolph grabs the miss. Here's Horde. He's got 12. Sends it home from three-point land. 9 seconds left in the first quarter here. It'll count. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Here's Randolph. Out to the right wing. And there's a 3-second violation. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. The good news is they're trending in the right direction. Still right in the middle of the pack.
When I look at this visiting team, they're kind of a middle-of-the-road squad. Not bad, but haven't been able to make the leap into the upper echelon of teams.
No good on the three.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Jokic. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. On Saturday, then on Wednesday.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Lloyd. Nails it from beyond the arc. Lloyd's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Puts up a 3. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. Here's Nedovic. To the wing, right side. Teodosic. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. There's the triple. Knocks down the triple. And this game is tied up now.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Lloyd. From the arc. He drops it from range. Lloyd's got 6 in the quarter.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
With the fadeaway. They set the screen. 4 on the clock. The 3 is up. And finally, they hit one.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Takes a 3. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Lloyd's gone 3 of 5 so far from downtown. To win the run, gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 5.
It's turned into a showdown here, dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Puts up a deep 3. Missed it. 3 for 6 now.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Off target from 3-point range. And 1:01 left to play in the second quarter. Teodosic can't nail the jumper.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Here's Lloyd, and there's the drive. No good from 18. From deep 3-point land. That one misses. He's 1 for 3.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
From downtown. No good. He's missed 5 of his 8 attempts.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field. Oh, excellent work inside. Once he saw that mismatch, he took it right to the rim.
Misses the deep 3-point attempt. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Leading by 4. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Hey, folks, are you as excited? Let's start with you, Shaq. The Tower of Power.
Wait, if he's the Tower of Power, what am I?
Take a shower, Power.
And guys, let's see now about that closely contested first half for the visiting team. Thanks for joining us. Time to head.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Right wing, here's Horde. That one a little long.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And the shot's good. Give him 8 points now. Here's Randolph. Takes the 3. No luck on that one. There's a screen for the lead. From deep. Rebounded by Gabriel. Gabriel's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Randolph. This one for 3. Connects from downtown. Randolph's got his first 3 points of the game.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Beyond the arc. It's not going to go for him. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Oh, got that one up quick.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Gabriel passes to Horde. And there's a pick from outside the arc. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. For the lead. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Gabriel. Here's Horde. 18 points for him. That shot wide open. Horde's got 21 points in the game.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Out to the right wing. On target from range. He's got 17.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
And there's the screen. Jokic. And it's off from three-point range.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Misses the 3. Out to the wing. The 3. Horde no good. Oh, got a piece of it. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Lets it fly. Out to the right wing. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Gabriel.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Jokic drills it from deep. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
A deep 3. Rebounded by Gabriel.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Jacks up a 3. No luck on that one. Randolph's gone just 1 of 5 from deep here. The 3 ball. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
There's the 3. Here's Horde. Launches a 3. Drains the triple. Horde's got 9 points in the quarter.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Randolph. Tipped. They retain possession. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Up by 2. And we'll have this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Knocks down the long J. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Here's Lloyd. Three-pointer, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
The quick look, no good that time.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
They set a pick. And the three-pointer goes.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Nedovic. Shot clock at 6. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Fires the three. Buries it from 3.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Puts up a deep 3. That one no good. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. The 3 is up. Lloyd can't get it to go.
It hasn't been all bad shots for him, but you wouldn't know that looking at his percentage from the field.
Here's Nedovic. Pure from three-point range.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Lloyd can't get it to go.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing, but they don't want to chance that again.
And the shot goes.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Teodosic. From behind the arc. That shot off.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
With his first shot attempt. And it falls all over the rim and in. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. To the right side. Fires top of the key. Count it. Good.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Here's the pick. Fires from deep. They get the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Nedovic.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Horde. Here's Lloyd. Fires the three. Sinks the tray.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly.
Oh, he nails it! What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3.
And just a huge answer right there with a 3 of their own. And the crowd now is in a frenzy.
Yeah, and the game as close as this one, every possession is critical. They've got to give as good as they get, and so far, that's been the case.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
They're in the driver's seat now. Just have to play smart and sound defense. No quick baskets and no open threes.
The three. No good from three-point range. And so the road team gets the W in this one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of...
It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Traps in the tray.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Now here's Howard. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
They set the pick. Shoots the three. And it's Ford missing. Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Howard. Lets the three fly. And the basket by Monecki.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Howard with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Luwawu. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Nailed from three-point land. He has 6.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Pass to Howard. Here's Monecki. Fires the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Monecki's got 6.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Randolph. Shot on the wing. They get it back. Out to the right wing. Jokic. That three off the mark. Here's Monecki. Takes a three. Gabriel with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
They're running. Jokic jumps up. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable. No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Gabriel. Jokic. No good on the triple. Here's Luwawu. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Luwalu's got his second bucket. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's Ford. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Swiped it away. And stolen by Howard. Lets it go from deep. Poke loose.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Randolph. Connects from three-point range. Howard with it. There's the pick. Jump shot is good. 52 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Gabriel. Here's Horde. Fires for three. Rebounded by Hall.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Outside Howard. Sinks the triple. Howard's got his third bucket of the night.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to DM up.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Horde missing.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter. From the arc. No good. Shot missing. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. They lead by 4. We've got more in store for you right after. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Baldwin can't get it to go. Here's Lloyd. Takes the three. To the left wing. Here's the screen. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Here's Baldwin. Misses the three.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
We're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Drills it from outside.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Rebounded by Lloyd. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And here comes the break. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the three. No good on the three. Here's Baldwin. Still yet to score. Pass to Jock. Yaramaz. And he's good on the three ball.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Here's Lloyd. From deep three-point territory. Not going to fall. Starting off slow, he misses his first three from the floor. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Out to the right wing. From deep. He is rebounded by Jock. Lets it go with the three. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
There's the screen. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. There's a minute 47 left here in the second. Really left alone that time. 6 points for him.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Launches a three, and that one's good. Boy. 1:29 left in the second quarter. Baldwin looking for the opening. Yaramaz misses the deep three-point attempt. Pass to Lloyd. Launches from deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Lloyd's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Here's Baldwin. Three-pointer. Can't hit that one.
Well, he's just really struggling right now, and with everything he's throwing up, nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
Here's the three. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more. We've got 33 seconds left now here in the second. Put that bucket in no time at all.
Oh, great ball movement there.
.23 seconds left to play here in the half. Hits it from three-point range. Baldwin's gone 33% from deep tonight, 2 of 6. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Fires from deep. That one doesn't drop. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Leading by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Make some noise and get ready for the big half-court shot.
These guys have made a great case all season long, Shaq, and now they're processing things even faster.
And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the home team.
Their bench has been strong.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Hart.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. They've got Howard, and it's Monecki in at the 4. Pass to Luwawu. From outside the arc, buries it from three-point range. Luwawu's got 8 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
For the 3. That shot missing. Howard is out there with Luwawu, and it's Hall in at the 5, roaming the paint. Pass to Howard. Here's Luwawu. 4 on the clock. It's up a 3. It's good from long range. Luwawu's got 6 points in the quarter.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Jokubaitis, started by Howard, hits the three-point bomb.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
No good from outside. Here's Horde. No good on the triple.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Pass to Monecki. Here's...
is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg, believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first 5.
This one for 3. Drains the three-pointer.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Randolph. They get it again. Pass to Hoare. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Hall. Hall's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
They set the screen, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And this is where the power rankings sort of lock in as we begin to look toward the postseason. They're still riding with the middle of the pack, but trending upward.
When you look at this visiting team, they still go out and compete every night. Unfortunately, it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back. And right now, they're running out of time.
Here's Randolph. Good on the three-point shot. Randolph's got 6 points in the quarter. Randolph's gone 3 for 7 from the floor so far tonight. Here's the 3. Gabriel with the rebound. Gabriel's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Randolph, no one around him. Drains it from beyond the arc. Randolph's got 12.
Well, after hitting a 3 earlier in the game, he now has 3 threes this half, guys.
Sedikurski's. And again, unable to change momentum here. Gabriel, the pass to Hoare. There's the 3. The rebound by Luwawu. Pass to Hall. 3-pointer. Knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 9. Maccabi tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. 36 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Sedikurski's sinks the 3-pointer.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Here's Randolph. Off target from 3-point range. Takes a 3, and the 3 ball is good.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Here's Monecki. He gets it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. From the arc, it's not going to go for him.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
They set the pick. Maccabi bangs home the trifecta.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys, 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Here's Baldwin. This one for 3. Hands it from downtown.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Three off the mark. Randolph looking around. A three-pointer is right on target. Randolph's got 12 points in just the second half.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but it feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Yaramaz. And that one goes long.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Gabriel with the rebound. Outside Randolph. A three ball. Drills the three-pointer. Randolph's got 6 in the quarter.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Here's Ward. And it's off from three-point range. Yaramaz. Ford grabs the board. Ford's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's Randolph. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Randolph's got 20 points.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Baldwin can't get it to go.
Well, that mid-range J usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Shot's good by Horde.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical junction.
With the drive, Baldwin, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Jopp.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
There's 53 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. Shot from the top of the key. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
.26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Baldwin. Randolph grabs the board.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
And so the home crowd treated to a win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Us on 2K Sports. What's better than NBA basketball? On a Saturday night, we're here to bring you the action. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's the break. Pass to Manecki, 4-3. First shot won't go. There's a screen. Here's the 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Now, here's Howard. Nails it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Releases. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Pulls it from the corner. No good on the shot.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Luau Cabarro. Let's go with a 3. No good. Guarded by Howard. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Here's Howard. From the top of the key. To Luau Cabarro. The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
And there's the screen. Off target with the 3.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
For 3. Hits the trifecta.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Fires for 3. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. Pass to Howard. Off target from outside.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves. Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
Lets the 3 fly. Sinks it from distance.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Shot to stop the run. And he jams it home with authority.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. Over to the wing. Launches it. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
We've got 1:08 left in the opening quarter. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Howard's got 6.
exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Luau Cabarro. He's got 6. Fires for 3. Got a piece of it. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter here. Plus the 3 after using the pump fake. He's got 9. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Out to the right wing. Drops in the 3.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Manecki. Oh, and he missed the J after tricking the D with a nifty pass fake. They set the pick. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 to fall. And that makes it a tie ball game. Now Howard. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter. We're all tied up. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Yeah, and when you're hitting 3s early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
And there's a pick. Pass to Baldwin. The 3 ball. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. This one for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
Here's Nedovic. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Baldwin's shot is off.
Yeah, tough to make those jumpers when you are guarded that closely.
There's the steal. And here comes the break. Robbed. Stolen. Ooh, ripped away. And here's the fast break to end the run. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the looky like from 3 and capitalized.
They grab their own miss. Second chance shot. Deflected. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. They get it back. Here's Nedovic. Gets another look. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2. Here's Baldwin. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Give him 8.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
From downtown, and the 3-pointer goes.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Misses the three. Here's Nedovic. Pulls up on the wing. Baldwin with a rebound.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
Tips it up. Boy, hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Here's Nedovic. Baldwin with a rebound. They set the screen. Three-pointer on target from range.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Out to the right wing. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Let's go with a three. Can't hit that one.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. There's the triple. That shot off the mark. From deep. That shot is off. Here's Nedovic. It could go. Whoa! He just got it off in time.
That was close. Now, he doesn't panic in these situations.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. They're up by 3. And time now for the halftime break with the...
Look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half, we were doing some dribbling drills. So, Kenny, as the point guard here, I want...
Depth has been the key for them so far. They've gotten a nice spark from their second unit, especially at the offensive end.
And they've needed... Glad you could join us.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And it's Howard in at the 1. And he drains the quick shot. Howard's got his third basket on the night right there. Howard's gone 3 of 4 here from the field. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Hall. Howard with the ball. Pass to Manecki. 6 to shoot. The 3. He drops it from range.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Tipped. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Howard.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
No one covering. He's got 11.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. 4-3. He can't get it to go.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
No good there.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on
illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Sinks the tray.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
Fires the three. Rebound by Hall. Hall's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Luau Cabarro. He's got 11. Pass to Hall. And the jumper from the wing offline.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
His first shot coming late. That one doesn't drop. Now here's Howard. Tightly guarded. Lets it go from deep. Counted from distance. Howard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
Where was the perimeter D on that one? You have to guard against all possibilities.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Inside. They swipe it. 1:11 left in the third quarter. For three. Doesn't go that time. Here's Luau Cabarro. He's got 11. Takes a three. That one's off. 4 for 7 in the game now. That three's off the mark.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And yep, it's good. Howard's got 13.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Pass to Manecki. Back to Howard. Beyond the arc. Buries it from three. Howard's got 10 points in the quarter.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Shots with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Launches it from deep. Not going to go that time. Here's Baldwin. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
On Monday, and then on Tuesday.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
From outside the arc, sends it home from three-point land. Nifty move, and that one is right through the heart.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
There's a screen. Offensive rebound. Here's Nedovic. 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Jop. Jop's got 4 rebounds now. Nails it from 3.
And they're shooting with much more confidence here in the second half. The field goal percentage is now over 50%.
From deep. He buries it from 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Fires the 3. Baldwin with a rebound.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
Jacks up a 3. That's no good. Shooting 6 for 8 now. They set the pick. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the triple.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And he makes it on the layup.
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
Here's Nedovic. Connects from downtown.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Takes the 3 to the inside. From the arc. The shot won't fall.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Fast break. Here we go. Pulls it from the top of the key. Over to the left wing. From behind the arc. The shot comes out. Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, B.A., there's a chance to extend that right here.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. The 3 is up. That's his 4th miss out of 10 attempts. They set a pick. It from distance.
Yeah, that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
56 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big-time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game. So it's the home team now. They've led by as many as 11. Great look there, but off target.
Yeah, and he seems to have lost his rhythm all of a sudden. This has not been his quarter.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oh, he buried the 3.
They're in the driver's seat now. Just have to play smart and sound defense. No quick baskets and no open threes.
It's tipped, and the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. "11 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Right wing. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And so the home crowd treated to a win. What a performance they had here at home today.